Hey everyone, welcome to this video where I'll be going in depth on abilities versus momentum. I'm going to test a Slayer task, in which this case is I Strykewyrms, and I'm going to test how fast our abilities compare to using momentum. Some notes though is that higher XP rates can of course be achieved if you decide to not pick up the drops. In this video I do pick up the drops because I think it's worth time-wise picking them up. And also another thing to note about this task in specifics is that is it better to dual wield or is it better to use a staff? For momentum, it's of course better to dual wield. Cost-wise, the staff is going to be cheaper, but XP rate-wise, it's better to dual wield because there's less overkill and you attack faster. It's kind of like the chaotic rapier versus the chaotic long. I prefer the staff because it has the highest initial hit. Like every time you pop up a Strykewyrm, you hit one normal hit and then you use an ability. So the staff of course has a higher attack right there. But the dual wielding has concentrated blast, which is extremely effective compared to just the staff's attack, and that's the difference between them. I personally prefer staff, but if you decide to use a wand and a book, that's perfectly fine. Now, onto the actual XP rates. While I was using momentum, using a wand and a book, and the following gear shown in the video, there's no overrides right here, so you see the appropriate gear. It's subjugation with Virtus boots and gloves. I was able to kill a number of 234 per hour. This was a 10-minute test, so it's fairly accurate, but not as accurate as a full hour test, but it's still fairly accurate. This leaves me at 108k Slayer XP an hour. If you compare that to, say, pre-AOC or other tasks, it's extremely great, right? It's a pretty good task. But, of course, while we're using abilities, we will expect a much higher rate. In my 10-minute tests of doing abilities, I was able to achieve a total of 360 kills per hour. It's about 50% more than when using momentum, so you could say that using abilities in this task is 50% faster than momentum. But as I previously mentioned, you have to take into factor that I'm not picking up drops. If you were not picking up drops, then you would of course be having more time actual killing, and you would see a higher than 50% increase compared to using abilities and momentum. My view on this is that using momentum is perfectly fine. Of course you're gonna get a lower XP rate, but you're not really giving much effort. But sometimes you might be tired, like I don't want to click this Slayer task. I've done a lot of Slayer tasks now, and maybe you're trying to multitask, maybe you're trying to talk with someone, maybe you're on the phone. I don't know, there's a lot of things you can be doing while you're playing RuneScape. And if you can still play RuneScape and get a decent XP rate, I would say 100k an hour, Slayer XP is very decent, then what's wrong with it? As long as you enjoy playing the game and that you're happy with maybe getting a lower XP rate for putting less effort into it, then I think momentum is just a great ability that is very overlooked by a lot of people. One final thing for this video though is that I haven't looked at rune cost at all, and I guess that's the price you have to pay for AFKing. If you would like to see more of these comparison videos, please do leave a like and a comment, and if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe, and as always, enjoy your Slayer tasks.